background of it all I was saying earlier, whatever you speak into things is what it will eventually become for you. For instance, when we read through Genesis 19 from 23 to 22, Lot said told the angels that, oh, that little town there, you know what? I would love to read it from my own version. So let me bring out my Bible. So guys, this is my Bible and I'm going to read it through. Verse 20 says, do you see that little town? Little town. It's near enough. Let me go over there. You can see it's just a small place and I'll be safe. He answered, all right, and this is the angel. I agree. I won't destroy that town. Hurry, run. I can't do anything until you get there. Now, listen to this fact. It says, because Lot called it small, the town was named Zoar. Now, the emphasis was on the fact that because he called it small, meaning that if he had spoken any other thing into that town, if he had been like, oh, look at that great town, oh, look at, even if physically speaking it was small, if he had called it something else, probably the name of that town would have changed. And he called it, because he had referred to it as small, it became a small town. It now went by the name that they had termed it. So, if assuming the name of the place had nothing to do with the size and all of that, they wouldn't have stated, but they made it clear that because Lord had used his mouth to say this place is small, it became what he had spoken it to be. So there's power in our tongue. I have a story, a life story, a life experience of something that I spoke into, and it became as I spoke it to be. When realistically speaking, there nothing would have made it to be that way. You understand? So there's power in our tongue. Let's carry that consciousness with us, okay? So to my first point about Abraham, right? So I was trying to point out that some benefits we enjoy is by virtue of persons we've been connected to. Do you get? Some things that Lot enjoyed was because he was connected to Abraham. Some things he was saved from us because he was connected to Abraham. You understand? So now where we come in, where we're supposed an action point comes in for us now is that let's try to build up ourselves to be good connections as well. Let's try to work with God, right, so that we can have those blessings, right? So people that are connected with us, our families, our generations, lineages after us, coming after us, would also enjoy good benefits as well. You understand? So that it will be that by virtue of the fact that they are connected to you. So let's not look at life from the angle of what can I gain? What can I gain out of life? Let's look at it as what can life gain out of me? What flavor do I bring to life? What can people get out of my existence? You understand? What will my generation stand to benefit by virtue of my existence? And most times is when we tap into the reason of our existence, the essence of our being, which we cannot find if we are not in Christ. Because it says our life is hid in Christ. In Colossians, it's written that our lives are hidden in Christ. So your true essence, your true being is in Christ. And when you're in Christ, you become all of whom you are supposed to be. So that's my 2 cents.